One of the things you've already mentioned, the scenes that the French backers wanted to cut out. I did want to ask you about them. There are two strands that they wanted to go.
Yeah, but the French backers had come to movies from the concrete business, and the guy in question was actually a Le Pen supporter. We found out afterwards, and anyway, we made the film and we thought it was pretty good, basically. And we took it to Paris to show them, and we looked at it, we all looked at it in a little place like this, off the Champs-Élysées, and we went and had a very nice dinner in this hotel, and then they said, "Now we want to talk to you. We want to cut. We want to cut two scenes. One was the scene where Stuart comes back and all that, and the other is the earlier scene between Hortense and her friend."
Yes.
So they said, "Okay, you have to cut these scenes," and we said, "Well, we can't do that." They said, "Well, you're going to have to," because they said, "If you don't cut these scenes, we will not allow it to go to Cannes." So we said, "Well, standoff, you see." So we went back to London, and they said, "Okay, this is what we'll do. We'll screen it. We'll do a test screening." Now, as you will know, everybody, test screenings are things that happen to Hollywood films. And I've, worked with you work with an editor here who says, "Thank God we haven't got to do all that stuff and send it to America and change it, and we haven't got producers sitting on our backs. We just finish the film and do it." So they decided to have a Hollywood-style test screening. They didn't send it to the States. They screened it in Slough. You may laugh. They screened it in a multiplex with 300 seats in Slough. Now, this is before the days of digital. This was a film which was edited celluloid, with unmixed soundtrack, no music. It was the cutting copy. Please don't ask me what conclusion they came to, because I've got no fucking idea, basically. And I don't think they came to any conclusion, whatever. So that was that. So it dragged on and on for months, the standoff. And eventually they hit on a stratagem which they were quite convinced would work. Every year, as some of you will know, there's the film market in London. And distributors come from all over the place to look at stuff. So they screened it for all the distributors, convinced that they would say, "For goodness sake, get rid of those scenes." And I mean, this is like Disney and Warner, people that were certainly not going to distribute the film. But they all came. And they all said, everybody, including Disney and Warner, they all said, "It's perfect, don't touch it." So finally, they gave in, and we went to Cannes and we won the Palme d'Or. And that was it. It was. I mean, talk about a Pyrrhic victory, but boy, it was great.